Hi guys, so I'm doing another makeup tutorial, and today it's kind of like a teal eye with a nude lip. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see it was a makeup of the day I did a few days ago, and people seem to really like it, so I figured I'd do a tutorial on it. So if you're interested in finding out how to achieve this look, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting with already having primed my face and applied my foundation. So the next thing I'm going to do is my eyebrows. Okay, so I'm going to start by brushing up my brows really quickly. Just get the hairs in place. And then I'm going to apply my Anastasia Brow Wiz. And this is in the color Brunette. And just fill in any sparsities in my eyebrows. Now I'm just going to brush that through with the spoolie end of my Brow Wiz. Now I'm going to apply with an angled brush my NARS Coconut Grove eyeshadow, and this is the angled brush. Okay, so now that my brows are done, I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyeshadow look. So the first thing I'm going to use is the main color in this eyeshadow, and it is the Maybelline Eye Studio Color Tattoo, and it is in the color Edgy Emerald. So that's like a really pretty teal color. What's really cool about these is that they are waterproof, they stay on easy, and you do not need a primer of any kind in order to get this to stay. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that just with my ring finger, because that's the most delicate finger on your hand, and that way you're not tugging and pulling a lot with the stronger fingers that you have. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply it there. You can see how pigmented it is just on my finger. Just apply that all over just the lid of my eye. You want to take it just a little bit into the crease, but not all the way into it. And just do another coat of that. So I really want that intense teal color. So the next product I'm going to use is a MAC paint pot, and it is in the color Bare Study, and it's just a really pretty kind of a champagne-y gold, I guess, color. It's not too gold, I guess it's more champagne-y, and there is a dupe for this in the Maybelline Eye Studio colors, and I believe it's in the color Beige or Barely Beige, and I'm just going to use this to highlight my, or prime and highlight the upper part of my eyelids, or just under my brow rather, just so that's not just, I have oily lids, so I have to prime, but then the tops of my brows up here don't hold color at all, so I have to put primer so it sticks, so it's kind of multifunctional. But don't bring it really into the teal color if you can avoid it, because you want to make sure that stays that nice bright color. Okay, so the next color I'm going to use is in my crease, and I'm going to be using Urban Decay's Mushroom, and it's just kind of a silvery gunmetal kind of color, and it's really creamy, velvety texture. You can see that. And it's just really pretty for all kinds of different looks. So I'm going to be using a crease brush from Sephora, and that's exactly what it's called. It's number 10 crease brush. And just dabbing that into the color, tapping off the excess so I don't have a lot of fallout, because I have such tacky textures right here. I don't want to then put on a bunch of eyeshadow that's going to drop everywhere because then it's going to stay wherever I put it. So I'm just going to kind of dab that into the crease as I want it and sweep it out. And then just kind of draw a little bit of a V down this way. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so the next color I'm going to use is Ricepaper by MAC, and it is, trying to find a finger. It's a really pretty shimmery color. It's just a really nice highlight color. I've been using it forever, and I'm sure you can find a million other of this similar color. I'm just going to be using a regular small eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to apply that to the upper part of my eyes up here where we put the Bare Study. So I'm going to go in with a MAC 217 brush. This is definitely one of my holy grail brushes because I use it all the time. And I'm just going to run that along first between the highlight color and the crease color, just to kind of get that melded together. So I'm going to go back in with the Ricepaper, and I'm just going to apply that to where I blended so that I make sure I didn't take any of the color away, just add a tiny bit. So then I'm going to go back in a little bit with the teal to kind of blend it in together, and I'm going to use a brush this time. This is a Sephora brush. It is a shadow brush, and it's really great for liquid eyeshadows. So I'm just going to kind of dab a tiny bit on just to blend with the crease color, because the color we're really wanting to stand out in this look is the teal, not the crease color. I'm going to go in with a MAC 224 brush just to kind of blend it out further. I've gotten in the routine of curling my eyelashes and then applying my eyeliner, just so that when I curl my eyelashes, if the liner's already on, I don't want to smear it. So I like to do it first and then put my eyeliner on. I'm going to use one of my favorite eyeliners right now, and it is the NYX Super Fat Eyeliner Marker. Just going to line my top lashes. I'm going to wing it out just a little bit, or a lot, depending on what you consider winging. So now that I'm done with the eyes, what I'm actually going to do is apply my new concealer of the moment. It's an illuminator. It is the Dream Lumi, and it is by Maybelline. I'm just going to do that all around my under eye area just to brighten it up, because I do have very dark circles under my eyes. Once that's all put down, I'm going to use a concealer brush, again by Sephora. I really like their brushes. Between them and MAC, I find them about equal. And just go ahead and brush this out. You almost need to make kind of like a triangle shape because this is really going to brighten. It's going to give dimension to your face. I don't have really strong cheekbones, so I like to do this to kind of make it pop right here. So it looks a little bit more dimensional because I do have kind of a flatter face. Oh, and I forgot to say, this is in the color, forgot this comes in other colors. This is in the color beige for me. And then I like to just use a little bit, I just kind of brush my brush on here. I'm not a big fan of this brush because it's kind of the brush that comes on the actual thing. I prefer to use a brush. I'm just going to go around my nose. And a little bit around my mouth to brighten that up as well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to apply, since I am going to be wearing lipstick with this look, is my Sugar Lip Treatment. And this is just, I don't think there's a color to this. This is just a sample I got from Sephora this year because of my birthday. It's just a clear gloss, but it works really well. I haven't been into lipsticks much before, so now that I'm getting into them, I'm realizing you really need to moisturize your lips way before you put your lipstick on, because otherwise, if you have dry lips like I do, it kind of makes the lipstick look horrible. And I actually do scrub my lips any day I know I'm going to wear lipstick. I have a scrub by Lush that I absolutely love, and I can share that with you if you guys are interested. Just let me know in the comments. Okay, so now I'm going to do the finishing powder on my face, and what I'm going to use for that is my Tarte Smooth Operator, and this is the Amazonian Clay finishing powder, and it's in the color Bronze. So I'm just going to apply this with a big fluffy brush and swirl it all over my face. And this is going to set my foundation and control a lot of the oiliness as well. Okay, so the second part to my finishing of my face is I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. And I got this in translucent thinking it was going to be, in fact, translucent. I don't know if you can see that. It works really good as far as controlling oil. However, it does give me a bit of a white cast. That's why I use the two products together. So I'm just going to use the same fluffy brush, dust it off, and apply that all over my face. The next thing I'm going to do is use a little bit of bronzer to contour just in this area because I'm starting to get a little bit of lighter and I want a little bit more color. And I'm going to use Warmth by bareMinerals. So I'm just going to tap off any excess because this is quite a deep color, and just run that, just suck in your cheeks like a fish. Well, not that much, but suck it in and you go along that natural hollow to your cheek. And then just bring it up a little bit. You do not want to go too low with it. You only want to go maybe to where the arch of your eyebrow is, because if you go any lower, you're going to start getting it into your mouth and it's just going to look weird. And the brush I'm using for this, I forgot to mention, is the Sephora Slanted brush. I talk about it more in a video I'm going to have coming up, and it's the Pearlescent Pink Wet n Wild Blush. And I absolutely love this. And I'm just going to use a Sephora powder brush, dab it in there, dust it off because it is pretty pigmented. And just a little bit along my forehead to kind of warm it up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and just dust off my slanted brush, and then I'm going to take my Mary Luminizer, my favorite highlighter, dust a little bit of that on there, and sweep that on the tops of my cheeks. Then I'm going to go back in with this big fluffy brush and just kind of blend everything together. Okay, so now it's time to apply my mascara. I'm going to be using the Givenchy, and this is the Noir Couture mascara in black satin. And then I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara just to kind of finish off the tips of my eyelashes. And get the bottom lashes. So now I'm going to go in with my Mary Luminizer again, and I'm going to apply that to the inner corners of my eyes. Okay, so then I'm going to apply my lipstick, and I'm going to be using my favorite new nude color, and it is Soft Nude and this is the Revlon Colorburst lipstick. Just going to apply that. To my lips, and then I'm going to top it off with a little sample I got of the Laura Mercier lip glaze. It looks like it says glaze. I could be wrong. And it's in the color Sparkling. And this is just going to add that little bit of shine, a little bit of moisture to this lipstick. So I'm just applying a little bit because I don't want super shiny lips. But that is my final look. This is kind of just a teal, nice, depending on how much makeup you normally wear, this is something I would wear to work because I like a little bit more color, and it's also a good look if you're going out on the town, going out to dinner, or anything like that. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you guys next time. Please remember to subscribe. If I get to 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a nice giveaway. I'm not sure what it's going to be. It's probably going to be, I don't know, maybe some makeup brushes or an eyeshadow palette or something like that. So please subscribe and like this if you like tutorials like this, so I'll do more. If you have any suggestions or comments or anything that you'd like to know, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I will leave all of the products that I used in the description bar. And other than that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!